What's going on, everyone, and welcome to Movie Emporium's movie review of the new Netflix original movie Enola Holmes. This, of course, is directed by Harry Bradbeer and is based off the famous books from Nancy Springer. Before we begin, hey, if you like my channel, cool, hit the subscribe button to join Movie Emporium, hit that notification bell at the top to find out what's coming next. Hey, if you like any of these videos, cool, hit that like button as well as comment below on any video that you watch, including this one. So the idea of Enola Holmes is a very interesting one. Of course, this is based off a very well-respected, well-known teen kind of young adult story about basically the sister of the very famous Sherlock Holmes, which was created by Arthur Conan Doyle. And I find that kind of fascinating because you created a new person in this world and you made her kind of precocious, you made her very smart, and you made her kind of basically like a Nancy Drew in a lot of ways, but because it's in this world, it's much more interesting in my aspect. And basically, Enola Holmes has been raised by her mother. Her sons have gone on to be very famous detectives or, politicians or whatever. And in the process, her mother disappears and starts leaving a bunch of clues for Enola Holmes' character. Mycroft becomes the ward and is going to send her off to a girls' academy to become a better lady so she can have kids and whatever. And she decides she's going to go to London. She's going to evade her brothers, who, of course, when it comes to Sherlock, he's going to find her eventually. And in her adventures to go to London to find her mother, she comes across this young man, this very wealthy individual named Lord Tewkesbury, who's on the run from his world. He is being chased after for his lineage and stuff and whatnot. And they uncover this mystery of this certain vote, and of course this Lord Tewkesbury is being chased after this guy who's trying to kill him. And it becomes just a really cool central mystery that's very Sherlock Holmes-esque in a lot of ways. And in the process, she's trying to find her mom. She really is, by evading her brothers. And that's another kind of interesting idea to have, this character, because we're so used to having the centric motion of Sherlock Holmes. To have this young girl kind of outwit her own brothers is really kind of cool and fascinating if you think about it. When I saw the trailers for this movie, as most people did, I thought this looked really goofy. I really did. I thought this was going to be another teen comedy, another teen drama, or whatever you want to call it, very for the young adult, and it kind of is in a lot of ways. But the thing that kind of really is interesting, and if this movie is anything like the books, this character of Enola Holmes is actually quite entertaining to watch. And I don't know if that's because it's Millie Bobby Brown portraying the character on screen, and she's also our narrator, so she's talking to the screen in the fourth wall type of situation, but she has a lot of charisma towards her. When she discovers ways to get around her brothers, it's really clever by putting, how she discovers things, how she is entailing things. Like I said, it's very Nancy Drew in a lot of ways, so it really feels like a well-rounded, well-fleshed out character. And Harry Bradbeer, who's the director of this movie, is known for working with Phoebe Waller-Bridge on, of course, Fleabag. So you can really feel that the direction here is really well thought out, is really fun, and just feels like a great old fantasy tale, great old action tale that has a young person in it. And like I said, Millie Bobby Brown comes from, of course, Stranger Things, and she was in that last Godzilla movie. And I think the idea of her character is really kind of unique and really interesting. Not entirely original. I don't think it's the most original character ever made. Harry Potter wasn't the most original character ever made. But when you have a character that is able to have that charisma, have that degree of infectiousness that Millie Bobby Brown can put on the screen, it makes it for a very entertaining romp. And then we have, like I said, the Lord Tewkesbury character, who's this young kid who's just trying to get away from the scenario that he's being placed in. And you just have this really fun, really entertaining, a little bit longer than it should, romp of a story. Because this is also in the Conan Doyle world of the Sherlock Holmes himself, who's played by Henry Cavill. And once again, Henry Cavill is just a very infectious guy to watch on the screen. He's very good looking. He's very he's kind of like The Rock, where you just kind of are drawn to his character. And he has the most emotional spots in the story because he really cares for his sister. Not saying that Mycroft doesn't, but Mycroft's mentality is completely different than Sherlock's mentality. Mycroft is just worried about getting his sister to, finding a man and getting her off on her own. He doesn't really want to have anything to do with her. But because Enola is so close to Sherlock in the aspects of detectivism and stuff like that, he really gravitates towards her, but he's trying to keep her safe, which makes a lot of sense. You know, a brother who cares is going, or a brother or sister who cares is going to do everything in their power to, you know, to help them. And so, like I said, the world is just, it's well realized. It really feels like it fits really well into the, you know, Arthur Conan Doyle universe. You know, Inspector Lestrade pops up in this movie, so that's a lot of fun. That's another character from Arthur Conan Doyle's story, and just the world that it inhabits is just, you know, entertaining. It's not, like I said, it's not original at all. It doesn't, you know, create anything new. But I just think the characters in it are well written by Jack Thorne and Nancy Springer. I just think you kind of can get into the movie and just enjoy it for a couple hours. Now, with that said, there are some of the story elements in this movie are a little more graphic than they need to be, a little more violent than they need to be. I think some of the mystery elements get a little goofy in a lot of aspects. So I think overall, Enola Holmes is a fun movie. I think it's an entertaining movie. I think it is worth your time. I just wish it wasn't 2 hours long and didn't wrap up too easily in the very end. So, but that's it. That's my take on Enola Holmes. Like I said, definitely worth a watch. Just a little, wish it was a little bit shorter. So, let me know in the comments below what you think of this movie. It did release today, so let me know what you think in the comments below. Did you like it? Did you not like it? All that good stuff. Otherwise, hit the subscribe button to join my Movie Emporium channel if you enjoy it. Also, hit the notification bell at the top to find out what's coming next. And if you like these videos, cool. Hit the like button. If you dislike them, it is what it is. Otherwise, I will see you guys on the next video. Peace out.